sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Here we go, partner. This was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders had 7 and 4 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Well, fellas, here we go.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard loss of the play. 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
21.
Play action. Garoppolo. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert throwing again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Floyd. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw caught here by Bird. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds on the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First down 10 at the 23-yard line.
13!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
11. 12.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 48-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Herbert off of play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles. They've ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Calling a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jakobi Meyers from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shot. line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Again, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
On fourth down, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. Touchdown, Chargers. Chase Claypool from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Raiders 23, Chargers 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 3 quarters in the books. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
21.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Most like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Marr is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a chair here on top, 31 yards. Jacobs going to try the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Herbert.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Herbert going to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles.